The future belongs to those who create it. In today's world, content creation has become such a backbone for digital revolution. It has helped to empower voices, to shape cultures, and to connect people together. Content creators have become the storytellers and the inspirers of our time. I welcome you to the content creation series. My name is Bakari Moyosore. I am a social media manager, content creator, and YouTuber with almost 5 years experience in content creation. And I've realized that a lot of people are content creators today. A lot more people will become content creators because content creation is the future. And so I believe that we should have more than enough resources for people who are coming into the content creation space, and for people who want to do better with their content. And this is what the content creation series aims to achieve. In this content creation series, we are going to be going in depth into content creation. Like, this is content creation 101. We are going to be starting from scratch. So if you want to start your content creation journey, if you are already a content creator and you just want to do better with your content, this is where you should be. In today's episode, we are going to be talking about the beginning your content creation journey. So preparing, what to do when you realize that you want to start your content creation journey. If this is something that you're interested in, make sure to get a pen, a book, call your friends, share this link with your friends as well. Let them learn one or two things from this video and keep on watching. Okay, without further ado, let's get right into this video. As someone who has created over 300 videos across different platforms and with almost 5 years experience in content creation, I believe that content creation is no longer a child's play. A couple of years ago, people used to create content just for fun, but today, content creation is no longer a hobby. It has become a very lucrative source of income for people. It has literally changed people's lives. So as with any occupation, it is important to understand the nitty-gritty of the job that you are doing. You have to understand everything that your job as a content creator entails. You have to have enough knowledge about what content creation is, and that is what we are going to be talking about, like I said before. So now you have decided to become a content creator. What should you do? There are a couple of things that you should do when you find that you want to become a content creator, and this is what I call the preparation stage. So this is going to be the research stage. So when you know that you want to become a content creator, you begin your research. The first thing that you have to do is figure out the kind of content that you want to create. So this is also like finding your niche as a content creator. So figure out, okay, what do I want to create? What do I want my content to be about? And what platforms do I want to put my content on? So the kind of content that you want to create will determine the kind of platform that you would be putting your content on. So for example, if you are someone who is interested in writing stories, sharing your experiences through writing, then a platform that you would consider would most likely be a blog. If you are someone who wants to create audio content, you don't want to show your face, you just want people to hear your voice, then you would probably consider having a podcast. If you want to create visual content like this, in form of vlogs or in form of sit-down videos, then you can consider owning a YouTube channel or creating a platform on Instagram or on TikTok. So if you are someone who also wants to air your opinions or put your opinions out there, engage in debates, then you can consider having a platform on Twitter. So it really boils down to the kind of content that you want to create. So now that you've figured out, okay, what platform do I want to create my content on, the next thing is your niche. So what do you want your content to be about? And when you are figuring out your niche, I've said this before in one of my videos that it's advisable to try out different things. So one of the ways that you can try out different things without, letting your content be overcrowded, because it's also important for people to be able to identify you with something. So one of the things that would help you to not let your content be overcrowded, if you are someone who wants to try out different things, is to figure out your interests. So what are you interested in? What do you have much knowledge about? So those are the two key things that will help you to figure out your niche, or what you want to create your content about, or what you want to create your content around. So your interests and what you have knowledge about. So what are your interests? Do you like makeup and you want to create content around makeup? Do you like to go out, show people behind the scenes of an event, or you want to take people through your daily life? Then you want to consider lifestyle content. So you want to figure out, what are my interests and what do I have knowledge in? So for example, I'm a social media manager, I'm a content creator, and so this is something that I have good knowledge about. So I decided to start creating content around social media management tips and content creation tips. So this is something that I have knowledge about. And then what are my interests? I really like, taking people along through what my life looks like. I like taking people along to behind the scenes of what my life looks like as a social media manager, as a content creator. I do that a lot on my platforms, and those are my interests. So now I have been able to pin down my niche into my interests and what I have knowledge about. Now that we are done with the preparatory stage, which is figuring out your niche and the platform where you want to post your content, the next thing is what I call the research stage. And this is where you find your target audience. This is where you do your research about the industry that you're going into. So first off, the first research that we're going to do is into the industry that you're going into. So when you figure out your niche, you want to do your research about what the people in that niche are doing. You have to figure out the audience, your target audience, the people you are creating your content for in that niche. What are they looking for? Another research that you're going to do is you are going to figure out how to pass your message across to your audience. So you have to figure out, how do I want to pass my message across? Am I going to use storytelling? Am I going to go behind the scenes? So let's get in depth. I'm getting ahead of myself now. So the first thing is researching about the industry. So one way to do your research in the industry is to look at the people who have been there before you. So for example, if you want to create your content around fashion, you want to follow content creators who are in the fashion space. Look at what they are doing. What kind of content are they creating? Is it something that you can do? Is it a way that you can pass your message across to your audience? Is it something that would work for you? So that is the first research that you're going to do. The second research is your target audience. So your target audience are the people who are going to be seeing your content. So those are the people that you're going to be tailoring your content towards. So now do your research on what are my target audience looking for. How can I create my content in a way that it would be valuable for my target audience? So if I'm going into the fashion industry, if I want to create my content around fashion, after I've gone to look at what other fashion content creators are doing, I would also look at my target audience, what are they looking for? If I see that there is a need to create content around different outfit pairings for different occasions, then I can create content around that. So you want to look at what is needed, what are people looking for in the industry that I'm going into, and that can be your standout point or your standout feature as a content creator. Another thing that you want to figure out is you want to learn more about the platforms. You want to do your research about the different platforms that you're going to be posting your content on. So for example, if I'm posting my content on YouTube, I want to know how to upload a video, how to write my captions, how to do my hashtags, how to work on thumbnails. So you want to do your research you want to watch enough videos, you want to learn as much as you can about the different platforms that you're going into. You want to do your research about the different platforms that you are going to be posting your content on. This is so key. This is so important, because if you are posting on the different platforms without understanding how the platform works, it might take a while for you to reach the people that you are supposed to reach. So it's important for you to do your research. You don't have to know everything when you're starting, but you need to have basic knowledge. So when you do your research properly, when you do your preparation properly, it sets you up for success right from the beginning. So you don't have to wait for like 1 year or 2 years before figuring out how your platforms work or how you're supposed to be posting content. When you do your research, when you start on the right foot, it sets you up for success right from the beginning. So content creation has gone beyond just it's my hobby, I just like doing it. It is now a professional industry, and for you to excel as a content creator, you have to take it seriously. For you to be able to stand out in the multitude of content creators that we have today, you have to be able to stand out. So if you are coming into the industry, or if you are already in the industry, you need to be able to stand out. You need to set yourself up for success, and the first step is your preparation and your research. And in today's episode, we have been able to touch on knowing the platforms that you're going to be creating your content on, finding out your niche, which is figuring out what your interests are, what you're passionate about, and what you have knowledge about. And also, we talked about doing your research. Doing your research is so important. Like, do as much research as you can into whatever industry that you're going into. Do your research on what other people are doing. Do your research on industry trends. Do your research on what your audience is looking for. Do your research on editing styles. Do your research on the platform that you're going to be creating about. Learn as much as you can. Even though you can't learn everything, you are going to learn some in the journey of your content creation, but it's important to have basic knowledge. One of the research you should do is editing style. For example, if you want to be a YouTuber or a content creator, you should have basic knowledge in video editing. It's important. It's very important for you to have good knowledge or basic knowledge in video editing. So this is very important. We have spoken about, Content Creation 101, the research and the preparation stage in this episode. I hope that you've been able to learn 1 or 2 things. I hope that you've been able to get value from this episode. The whole idea of this series is not to have bulky content. It's not to have a lot of ideas put in your brain. It's just a way to set you up for success. And one of the ways to set you up for success is to give you quick, concise, straight to the point ways that you can level up your content as a new content creator, or as a content creator who is trying to level up their content. So I hope you found this helpful. If you watched up to this point and you enjoyed watching and you found value, subscribe. If you haven't, share this video with your friends. Leave me a comment. If you have questions, I would be very glad to answer your questions in the comment section. So please leave your comments in the comment section. If you also have contributions, maybe you're a content creator and you've gone far in your content creation journey and you feel like, okay, there are some other things that you need to put in place as a content creator, please leave them in the comment section as well. We are learning. This is a community. We are learning and we are growing together. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching this episode. Don't miss the next episode. In the next episode, we are going to be talking about your strategy. How you are going to set yourself up for success. Your strategy, your winning strategy, how you are going to come, with your content, how you're going to tailor your content, how you're going to pass your message across to your audience, finding your target audience, creating your content plan. The next few episodes are going to be mind-blowing. They are going to be enlightening. They are going to be short and they are going to be concise, but they are going to be value-packed. So thank you so much for watching this episode. I would love to see you in the next episode. So make sure you are there. See you there. Bye.